Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday, March 19th. Welcome to today's GoTarryn TV show. This is our weekly Skype call-in, as you know, and I was telling you last week that I was really excited because I was going to have a fitness, health, and wellness colleague, professional here to interview on today's show, and I'm so happy and excited because she's here with us all the way from Kansas. And when we come back, we're going to have Cassandra Prediger right here talking to you and telling you a little bit about some of her company and details here in just a minute. We'll be right back. And we're back, folks. So there you see, side by side, everybody welcome Cassandra Prediger. Cassandra, welcome to today's GoTarryn Weekly TV blog. Nice to have you here.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited to be here.
Great, excellent. We're excited to have you. And so you are, if you could tell the viewers out there just a little bit about yourself, where you're calling from, and just about your company, and we could just jump right into that.
Awesome. That sounds good. Well, hey guys, I'm really excited that Taryn asked me to jump on here. I'm actually from a town called Hays, Kansas, with about 22,000 people. And my friend actually introduced me to this business about 2.5 years ago. And it was a time in my life that I knew nothing about health and nutrition. I was really, really stuck. And I was 23 years old. My husband was 27. We had 2 kids. And honestly, we were on our knees praying for something. And this happened to walk into our life at a time that could not have been better for us. And I was just so blessed that my friend reached out to me to share this with me, and that she had confidence in knowing that she could really help change my life. And after my husband and I really sat down and got to hear some of the things that were happening in people's living rooms, it was like, this is something that I felt in my heart. It was like, how could not everybody in the world not want to know what this could hold for their family? We had been really, really sick as a family. I mean, constantly. We were sick, tired. Someone's in the hospital. Between all 4 of us, the medical bills were piling up. And, we got on these products, and after the first 8 weeks, I actually lost 25 pounds.
Oh, wow.
And I was not, it was crazy. And I wasn't dieting, I wasn't exercising, and obviously, we encourage those things. But the first 2 things that trip anyone up when it comes to dieting or exercising is the mental side of it. And it's getting out of our own way and the commitment. And so what happened for me is naturally my body started craving good things, and naturally I had so much energy that I had to start running. And I wanted, I always wanted a runner's body, but I didn't have the mental side of it. And so this really got me what I needed to go get my health back. And that's why we teach people how to create a lifestyle change instead of the yo-yo diets that we're all so used to. But it was also something that was not only safe for me, but safe for my kids as well. And my 3-year-old, he had constipation and eczema issues. And those were resolved in the first 2 weeks. Okay. And that's what we focus on, is from the inside out. We change people's body, not, topically or anything like that. And then my 9-month-old, she had battled urinary tract infections, ear infections, had also been on acid reflux meds since she was 4 months old. And since starting the products at 9 months, she has not been to the doctor in the last 2.5 years. Oh, that's awesome. None of us have. It's crazy. And it's not, that we're bulletproof, but we've just gotten really, really good at going to the root of the issue versus constantly addressing the symptom. So that's a little bit about what we're about. And, like I said, it's something new for me. My husband's a graphic designer. I did hair. I was a hostess before this, at a restaurant. So it's taken our family to a whole new awakening here.
That's awesome. Wow. Now, for the folks out there watching right now, Cassandra and I, this is actually our first time talking. And a few months ago, a lot of you know that I had my own lifestyle changes with getting married, having a child myself. And when Cassandra and I were speaking last, she'd sent me a few links for her company. And so for those of you who don't know, the name of it is it's Pure Vision. Is that correct, Cassandra?
It's actually called Genesis Pure. That's the name of the website that you had checked out, as the Pure Vision. Yes.
Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, I recall I watched a couple of intro videos, and the The one this again, this is a few months ago, and I was trying to do a little bit of research too to get back. There was a doctor that was highlighted on the initial video on the website, and I thought that was very profound. Can you tell all the viewers out there, maybe just in a quick couple of sentences, what that was all about with this doctor and what he found, and what is pure? What is the acronym? I know it's an acronym too. I'm sorry, I'm throwing a lot of questions in that one, but
no, you're good. It's Genesis Pure, and Genesis is the first book in the Bible. It means new beginning, and then Pure is people united, reaching everyone. And I love that because, like I talked to you about, it's really the credibility between people. You're watching your friends and family change. You're watching your neighbors change that you've known have been in pain for the last 5, 10, 15, 20 years. And this doctor that you talked about, he's actually our founder and our formulator, which is a huge thing. He's a naturopathic expert. And what happened was these products were actually used and produced in his clinics. And so, when most people find out they're sick with disease or cancer infection, they don't jump up and say, hey, where's my nearest naturopathic doctor? And so what was happening is he was seeing them when they were literally sent home on hospice. And so they said, okay, we'll give it one more shot. Well, it was actually costing about $20,000 to even sit down for one session with him. And the people that walked in, they don't care what it tastes like. They don't care what the process is. If you can help me walk out, that's what's going to matter. And so these people started walking out well, one after another for the last 20 years. And it got to a point where he was on a 9 to 12 month waiting list. So they shut down all 3 of these clinics that he ran, and then they opened Genesis Pure so they could get this out to the masses. Now, the other thing that's probably happened since you've even looked at these videos is we actually have 3 different doctors that they were introduced to Genesis Pure through a neighbor or a friend or family, and they decided to take the products, saw the products change their body, then they introduced them in their clinics, saw their patient population change, and then from there they actually called Genesis Pure and asked if they could help endorse these products. Not endorse, and they don't get paid to endorse our products or put their face on a, nothing like that. The cool thing about it is, though, they recognize that our doctors only get about 4 hours worth of nutrition courses. And so they're really becoming that bridge and saying, hey, no, we don't know everything. If we can really take a preventative measure, that's where they're trying to help fill that gap. So it's really a great step forward in the right direction.
That's wonderful. And you said this earlier too, that you guys had both wanted to do something, to work for yourself, to be your own independent business owner. When was it exactly the date that you guys decided to go full on in and start up your own, business model with them and join them?
It actually happened the second that we sat down and we watched a video, and that's all we do is we show people the opportunity, and it's not like a hard sell type of thing. What people do is they get a membership like a Sam's Club or a Costco, and they get their products at cost. So I was instantly in it for the products to get a discount, but then on top of it, we could get our products paid for. And my husband and I, with our initial investment, you also get all the product you need to get your health back. They bridge together in the same way. And so what happened for us is we were working 4 jobs to make about $20,000 a year, which is about $1,700 a month. So like I said, we're really at a breaking point. And what happened for our family is in the first 7 weeks, we had actually earned a cruise to the Bahamas. My husband was 27, had not seen the ocean, so that was huge. And after the first year, we had also earned a trip to Brazil. And then we had looked up after our first year and taken $20,000 a year with 4 jobs to over $105,000 with Genesis Pure. Our second year, we actually did the same thing. The company pays weekly as well, and so our highest weekly check now is over $6,500. And it's really it's really about the amount of people that are grabbing this for their family. It's nothing that we're doing. We've shared it with about 70 to 80 people in the last 2.5 years and have over 5,000 people that have joined us on this mission. So it's pretty incredible to see how that goes.
Wow, that is excellent. I love it. The people that are watching right now, like particularly my clients and some of the people who are watching these video blogs for fitness and health, I know that a lot of the products with Genesis Pure are very much fitness minded, and they go hand in hand with supplementation, nutrition. And can you tell the people out there in a couple of sentences, like what's the difference with Genesis Pure's products versus the products when they go to like say a Walmart or Target, not to pick on the giant retailers, but I
Absolutely.
wanted to find out what differentiates the products with Genesis Pure.
The big thing is how they're produced.
Okay.
And in a lot of those places, if you go to, any of those big name places that we're all familiar with, you have no idea. They could tell you that they're all natural, and we've all seen where then that comes back and it's like, oh, they said they were natural, but they really weren't.
Right.
And the cool thing about this is, I mean, you can look at the back of our products. We don't hold that from anyone.
Yeah.
Our products are completely pure, non-GMO, all organic,
Oh, wow.
USDA certified. They're incredible. We have our manufacturing facility is actually there in Austin, and they've taken it to above and beyond to the point where they actually change the air system, like the airflow in the building, every 4 hours. Like, it is so sealed tight.
Wow.
It's incredible how these products are produced. And so that would be the number one thing, is that the quality you're getting. Now, the other thing is they're actually liquid. And so we really hit hard on liquid because of the assimilation, and you'll feel that drop to a cellular level in about 15 minutes. It gets fully absorbed. And with our capsules, what's happening is if you put those in water and they're not breaking down within 15 minutes, they're not breaking down inside your system either. And so they're either getting lodged in your colon or they're coming out whole. And so you're really not getting what you pay for. So the running trend with all of our products, there's only about 5 that are in capsule form because they're, the taste would be too bitter to consume, but they're in the vegetarian capsules. So yeah, so that's kind of the biggest difference. Yeah.
That's awesome. I know a lot of I have a little bit of background with running a natural food store, kind of like a mini. I don't know if you have like Whole Foods up in Kansas or Fresh Market, any of those.
I wish. I love Whole Foods, yes.
Okay. Well, what we learned was, these, not to pick on these giant retailers, but it's true that a lot of their products, I think a lot of people know that they use a lot of the synthetics and fillers, and you buy it, again, not to pick on one, but let's take Centrum Silver. It's just, a lot of people say it's just garbage because you buy it, and they've done these, tests and studies, and I'm sure you've seen them, but where they put it side by side in a bottle, water, and it doesn't dissolve after like 12 hours. It's just absolutely doing nothing. But I think that's really good that you had said that the products are in liquid form because the absorption, I think a lot of people realize that'll be much more efficient, that they'll probably absorb closer to 100% of everything that they're taking in. So in terms of like getting back, let's say the people that are watching right now, some of my clients are always interested with, say, weight loss. And you had mentioned that earlier, and other ones are interested in, I've got some guys who are trying to bulk up and put on weight and are asking about protein supplementation. And then I have some other clients who are like special population needs, say they're just aging and they're in their 80s and they would like something for, senior vitamin, multivitamin. So as it correlates to people out there who are looking and interested in keeping up their exercise and keeping in shape, what would you say to those folks if they don't know about Genesis Pure, like to lead them in the right direction on and educating them?
Absolutely. And that's so funny because we talk about that too. I came targeting weight loss, and so what we've really taught people is we don't have a magic juice or a magic pill. There's not one product that I can hand you that's going to change your life.
Right.
And the cool thing about this is every product we have falls on a cleanse, a balance, or a build platform. And so that's our philosophy that we build on. Because I had somebody tell me one time, he goes, Cassandra, it will never matter if you're size 2 and you get colon cancer. It's not going to matter if how much you can lift at the gym if you're constantly sick and tired and run down and can't get in there.
Yep.
So we start everyone out on this cleanse, balance, build, and then what we do is we take the categories from there, whatever you're targeting, and we help guide you in that and finding what products are best for you to target that. And our cleanse, balance, build, really what it is, we talk about cleanse, and most people hear cleanse and they're thinking colon cleanse. And it's not that type of cleanse. We actually have 7 channels of elimination, which again was a huge eye-opener to me. But your liver, your lungs, your lymphatics, your colon, kidneys, bloodstream, and your skin. And they all need cleansed out because we're coming in contact with toxins on a daily basis. Between our food, between our water, and between our air alone, those are 3 things that we have to have, and we're being bombarded with toxins. And so what happens is if you're cleansing your body, while you're putting the good, clean nutrients inside your body, what's going to happen is it starts to absorb it and it starts to heal itself. And so that's what we focus on. Now, the other thing that this is meant to do, whether you're someone, on the irritable bowel side of things or whether you're someone on the constipation end of it, it's meant to give you 2 to 3 healthy bowel movements a day. And we really talk, this is our core, this is our digestive system. That's mom. If mom's out of whack, the whole body's out of whack. And we'll talk to a lot of women, especially, that say, I'm one of those people that goes once every 3 days, once every week, once every month. And what happens is we do simple math and we talk about, okay, we have 3 meals a day. So let's say that you had 3 meals a day over 3 days. That is 9 meals in, 1 meal out. Where do we think the rest of it goes? And so, your digestive system is connected to your brain. So if you are, not using the restroom like that, what's happening is those toxins are being leaked. So that's where we're seeing, the depression, the anxiety, schizophrenia, bipolar, migraines. Migraines is a huge one. And that's the first question that we ask. So that's why we cleanse. The balance portion, this is 20 warming and cooling superfruits. They're actually ancient Chinese medicine. They've been around for thousands of years. And we give it to our kids. It's helped a lot of kids with ADD, ADHD. We've seen that witnessed in our team and in our families is what we've seen. And, I'm not saying that any of this heals or cures anything, but you give your body the proper nutrients and it'll take care of itself. And so this Goyen, it actually helps to level out the hormones. And a guy by the name of Otto Warburg in about 1930s, he proved that cancer, disease, and infection cannot thrive in an alkaline environment. And it's like, why do we still have to talk about this? So it's going to help bring your body back up to alkaline. And then you mentioned, building your body back up with good nutrition. And that's our liquid daily vitamin, which is our daily build. And it actually has over 190 vitamins and nutrients in 1 ounce. You've got your B vitamins. I mean, everything that you can think of is in there. And, I'll talk to people and they say, well, I do eat healthy. I do eat organic. I take care of myself. And I'm like, great, go back to the soil history. And once you pull that, what you're going to find is what's happening, they're trying to make more money. So the land isn't getting the sufficient time it needs to produce a good crop. So you're getting nutrient deficient soil with a nutrient deficient crop that then we eat. So we create nutrient deficient people with nutrient deficient diseases. So when you flood your body with good nutrients, you fill in those gaps, and that's when you see your whole body really come back into place. So that's a little bit about what we're about, and then from there you can add in whatever you're trying to target.
Perfect. Because the way I'm looking at it, and this goes to all my clients out there watching, I've had a lot of clients come to me and say, Taryn, what do you say as far as, a good they start with the multivitamin, and then they go about talking about cleanse. And so at this point, as a personal trainer, I pretty much keep the distance and draw a line at that and say, well, there's a lot of good information out there, good material. But now that we've got you working with me directly here, my goal is to get you hooked up with all of my clients directly and everybody watching the video blogs here, because if they need something to go to, then now they have it. And what I want to do is when we have you on next time, maybe we could do a little sampling and some demonstrations of the products, and even have some of your other team members on here. And then in the meantime, what you and I could do is work together, and I could direct, again, all the questions to you for all my clients who are interested in the products. So with the products, with that said, how about this? Can you please go ahead and feel free to give any information as far as like a website link, email address, even your phone number, whatever you feel comfortable giving to all the viewers out there in terms of how they can reach you and learn more about Genesis Pure.
Awesome. And like I told you, really what we do is once we set an appointment that works for you, it takes about anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes, and we'll show you a video. We'll sit on the phone with you, and then from there we can help you pick out what products would work best for you. But my information, again, is Cassandra Prediger, and so you can reach me at PC Prediger, which is PRED as in dog, IGER @gmail.com. Or you can go ahead and take down my phone information, which is 785-656-3609. And again, I do this full time, and so anytime works for you guys, we'll make work for us. I've got 3 kids under 5, so we stay pretty busy, but busy people get stuff done. I know Taryn understands that.
Oh, certainly, I can relate to you on that. Very good, Cassandra. Also, I wanted to highlight the website link, folks, is www.thepurevision.com. That's a good way for them to get started and look at some of those videos I was looking at. But also, Cassandra, we're going to fade to black here pretty soon, and for everybody watching, you're going to see the website link, email, phone number again. So in case you missed it the first time, get ready to hit pause, get a pen and paper out because we're going to have that for you here. Cassandra, thank you so much for coming on today. Again, I can't wait to have you back on because after I meet with you guys and learn more about, when we do our call on what I need to do in terms of what products I should be looking at for myself, then I can give my own personal testimonial. We'll have you back on the show, and maybe we'll have some of your team members, and we can talk about how it's going, give them an update on what's been working for me with Genesis Pure. So again, thank you so much for coming on here. Any final thoughts for tonight, or any words that you wanted to tell everybody out there before we go to black here?
I don't think so. I just,
Okay.
for us, it's changed our family's life, and we're ready to help anybody else. So,
Perfect. Good. All right, Cassandra. Well, there you have it, folks. I'm going to go ahead and let Cassandra off the line here. Cassandra, you have a wonderful evening, and thanks so much for checking in. And we're going to have you back on here very soon. And folks watching, here comes the information for Genesis Pure. Check it out. Okay, so there you have it, the one-on-one weekly Skype call-in interview with Cassandra Prediger of Genesis Pure. Again, folks, I hope you got the information there. You want to check out that website, thepurevision.com, and Taryn, the traveling trainer, is certainly learning more about that himself. I'm going to be calling and having a talk with them to try to get hooked up and linked onto their website so that that way all of the clients out there, all of the GoTarryn viewers watching, when you want to get on the Genesis Pure wagon and tail it with me, then we will be checking that out. So that'll be here pretty soon. So be on the lookout for that because it's coming very soon. And we'll be seeing more of Cassandra. And I'd like to have her back on here very soon after I get a chance to talk to them, have their team members on, and show you guys out there some good samples and some of their products. So I'm really, really excited and eager to get them back on here. And again, I was so pleased and happy to have her on. So anyway, for today's Skype weekly call, that was, again, Genesis Pure, Cassandra. You got the information there. If you didn't, rewind this video and go back, pause, and write it down. For next Thursday, a week from today, our weekly Skype call-in, you saw him on here a couple of weeks ago on my Circle of Praise. You saw Healthy Coach Steve, and he's with Enhancing Health. Mr. Steve Collette will be on here 1 week from today on next Thursday's Skype video call-in. So until then, I'll be back for another GoTarryn video blog tomorrow because it's our weekly Circle of Praise tomorrow on Friday, and then we lead into the weekend. So want everyone out there to enjoy the rest of your Thursday and have a good day. Get ready for the weekend, and remember, with GoTarryn Personal Training, it's your time, it's your investment, it's your life. Thanks for watching. We'll check you out on the next video blog, everybody. So long.